Fun fact, Mariah Carey broke three Guinness World Records with the song All I Want for Christmas. Play the music.
Baby, baby.
Welcome to Open Mic. I'm your host, Jamal Radio Raheem. For those who are new to this, Open Mic is a music podcast. You can find it anywhere that you get podcasts. You can also watch it on YouTube if you're one of those visual people like myself. Now, today's episode, we are discussing Drake getting people's shows canceled in Toronto and also my issues with Lil Yachty and why, frankly, I don't like him. Let's just get into the episode. So Drake reportedly has been getting people's shows in Toronto canceled. So Schoolboy Q tweeted out that Drake got his shows canceled in Toronto. And then a few weeks later, we saw Sir's show getting canceled in Toronto. So it seems to be that Drake is getting all of TDE artists' shows canceled in Toronto. He seems to be in cahoots with the venue. Um, while the artists are getting paid, I guess, their shows aren't happening. And to me, if he is getting their shows canceled, that is some cornball stuff. That is a reason why he is not like us. That is some police type of stuff. I don't respect it. Because yeah, you are flexing your power that you can do something like this, but like the reason you're doing this is because you lost a beef. Is because that people celebrated you losing a beef. Be better. Plan better. Be a better MC. Like don't take it out on people who just had nothing to do with it. You lost the beef. You lost. Like why do this? You know what I'm saying? Like to me that is some coward stuff. And also this can cause some other problems. You know what I'm saying? This can cause other problems. Like I don't want it to get violent. That's the part that I don't want it to get violent. But Drake got to go to LA. Every popular artist has to go to LA. Why would you do this? You just made it hostile. For what reason? It didn't need to be. I understand your ego being bruised, but you didn't need to do this. Because what if they would have did the same thing to Drake in LA? Or any OVO artist? Party Next Door was in LA. They let that show go. I'm sure they got some pull. I'm sure they got some pull. But they didn't do that because that is some sucker stuff. Like every month that's passing by since like this whole beef went down and Not Like Us in the pop out show, Drake is showing us he is not like us. He is proving everything Kendrick has said to be true. And that is insane to me because why are you doing this? Like, can you imagine if there was a beef between two people and a rapper is pulling this stuff? You look at it as like you not from the culture. Because in our culture, we don't do stuff like this. This is police activities. We don't do this. It's really corny. Like I don't respect it at all. And I know that people are like, oh, look at him showing his power that he could do something like this and blah, blah, blah. To me, that's just corny. To me, that's just clown behavior. Because why? Why? Like, yes, the world has been celebrating you losing. Drop a banger. People aren't going to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep dropping. Drop a vibe. Do what Kendrick told you. Just keep making me dance, waving our hands, and it won't be no threat. Just drop a banger. That's all he has to do. I'm telling you, we live in a culture where will forget something so fast. And I know it seems like people have been celebrating Drake's demise for like a couple months, But that's his own doing. Because he keeps doing stuff that is making people be like, see, he is a cornball. Like there's reports that he got clubs in Houston to stop playing Not Like Us. And like these type of things is why people say you not like us. These type of things is why a lot of people say Drake is a clown. Like I like Drake's music. I know a lot of people think I don't like his music. I'm a fan of Drake. I think he makes great music. But I also can recognize some weird behavior. I can also recognize the culture vulture stuff. I recognize all of that type of stuff. I recognize it. And for people who be like, how's he a culture vulture? How's he stealing from other cultures? What does a Toronto rapper sound like? What is the Toronto sound? Can y'all tell me? Can y'all tell me? I can tell you what the Memphis sound is. I can tell you what the Houston sound is. I can tell you all of these sounds that Drake has colonized. But what's a Toronto sound? And I'm a fan. If nothing was the same, I play that album a lot. The Motion, my favorite Drake song. Like, but call it what it is. This type of behavior that he is showing is weak. It's weak. He looks weak. He looks like he can't take a loss. And I'm sad for him. But you got to do better, Drake. You got to do better. Because you're not looking like the sixth god. You looking like a sixth fraud. Now we're going to get to why I don't like Lil Yachty after the break. So I'm going to be honest. I am not a fan of Lil Yachty. Like, as long as me and Autumn are alive, he got two haters because I am not a fan of him. And there's three reasons I'm gonna give why I'm not a fan of his. Recently, like a lot of people been agreeing with this sentiment, but I just want to get ahead of this. I don't like that man. First is the music. I just think the music is bad. I think the music is bad, and the way some people talk about it, it blows my mind. Like some people were saying, like his album should have been nominated for like a Grammy, or he should have been in a conversation for album of the year. And I don't understand that sentiment. Like he's not a great rapper. Like I've never seen a rapper get credit for trying to do something different. Nobody was saying like, "Oh, this is great. It's the hottest thing. His bars have got better." Any of that stuff. He got credit for trying something different. That's crazy to me because you don't see that with any other artist, any other rapper. A$AP Rocky didn't get credit for trying something different with testing. He got criticized because that album wasn't good. Like we give Lil Yachty participation like points. Even in the song that he has with J. Cole. He gets credit for being on the song and not looking terrible. Not that his verse was great. He just didn't look terrible next to J. Cole. That's what people give him credit for. And I just don't understand that. If I'm being real, he should be thanking, what's his name? Callion Fox. Because without him, who knows? We wouldn't know Lil Yachty. And I know like some people are like, oh, he was buzzing or stuff like that. That video took him over the top. Way over the top. It did more for Lil Yachty than it did for Callion Fox. I'm gonna say that right now. I just don't think the music is that great. I don't think it's that great, especially with the way that he talks. He talks like he's just some elitist and stuff like that, saying stuff like hip hop is stale and all type of stuff. Like, bro, who are you to talk about these things? Oh, like you're not that guy. Like I'm sorry. Like I don't understand it. Like, and I'm somebody who loves the culture, who loves hip hop. And like I haven't heard every album that's ever came out, but I've heard a lot of music. And for him to be like coming on these platforms talking about all this stuff about music and hip hop, but then he'll be like, "Oh, I just heard Reasonable Doubt. Oh, I just heard Illmatic. Oh, I just heard like," and it's like, yo, How are you giving these opinions on hip hop if you haven't heard these albums? And I personally don't respect people like him when they give these opinions when they're like haven't listened to any of these albums. And I'm not saying they gotta like these albums, but how are you giving an opinion on something that you ain't really like studied, digested? Like it honestly seems like he fell into rap. It doesn't seem like he was rapping. It's like he got lucky. That's what it seems like. And I think everybody is all luck, but you know what I'm saying? The music's not that good. And people be like, "Oh, you just don't get it. You just don't get it. You just don't get it." I don't. It's not good. It's not good. Like there's probably like 5 songs of his that I like, and it's mostly because of the features. I don't think he's good. But there's 2 things recently that kind of been bothering me about him. One is his constant defense of Drake. Here's an example of this.
We're just hating on Drake because he's the guy. It's no like
I feel like there's something extra on it.
it's also probably that he's fucked everyone's bitch. Yeah,
my suspicion was like, yo, this shit got to be personal.
I mean, he's also that guy though. All the records, all the numbers, like he's the one.
How hard was that beat for you? Like,
So he is saying that all of these people are just hating on Drake because he smashed a girl. And to me, that is just ignorant. That is just dumb. That is something that like some Twitter users have said. And that is not the case. And all of these high profile beef that people have with Drake, they have all stated why they don't rock with him. Dram, Drake stole his song. He stole Cha Cha. I remember when Hotline Bling came out and it was titled Cha Cha Remix. I remember that. And I also remember Drake stealing his song. That's why he has a beef with Drake. Rick Ross, it's because Drake did French Montana dirty. He stated it, said it, very clear. ASAP Rocky, Drake keeps dissing his girl, his baby mama. What is he supposed to do? Just sit there and let him keep throwing shots at both of them? What is he supposed to do? Like, I don't know what Metro Boomin's issue is with Drake, but he said it ain't about a girl. He said Drake knows what it's about. And if he said it, it would make both of them look bad. So, hmm, hmm. Kendrick was very clear. And it wasn't about a girl. It was not about a girl. He hates the way that he walked, the way that he talked. He hates the way that he dressed. He thinks Drake is a vulture. He thinks Drake is a manipulator. He thinks that Drake is an abuser, a predator. Those are the reasons that he stated that he didn't like that man. And a lot of people have reasons to not like that man. That's not just women related. So many people. I have an issue with Drake. I feel like he's always talking negative about black women. I feel like he's always shooting shots at black women. But that's neither here nor there. That's a story for a different podcast, not this one. Because we talk music. But the biggest reason, and this just happened too, why I don't like Lil Yachty is what he did to Miss a Hot Spot. Roll the clip.
A song to Kai to leak.
yes, I see this.
Right. We couldn't get the sample cleared. So I just let Kai play it.
Oh, that's smart.
You know.
So that's not coming out.
No. But it's everywhere.
Yeah, but it's just a snippet.
No, I let him play the whole song.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I tried to listen to it and it felt like the quality was.
I mean, maybe, but shit, it's still out there.
Yeah.
So what he did was he leaked the song to Kai Cenat because Mr. Hotspot didn't want to clear the song that he has with Drake. Even though, the side note, Lil Yachty saying that hip hop is stale. Then he went and did the same thing a lot of people do, the same type of record with Drake. And he's also working with vultures like that Ian dude. It's neither here nor there. I don't understand how you can say statement, then literally go do the same thing that you're criticizing. But whatever. Let's get back to my issue with him. The song didn't get cleared by Mr. Hotspot because Mr. Hotspot religious reasons. Valid, very valid. Lil Yachty didn't like that. So what did he do? He gave the song to Kai Cenat. I don't even know why they're saying it's a leak. It's not a leak. He gave him the song. He gave him the song. It didn't leak. Lil Yachty literally gave the song to Kai Cenat to play it on his stream, to basically put pressure on Mr. Hotspot, to low-key bully Mr. Hotspot, to make the song go viral, make it a popular TikTok sound, to put pressure on that man. All because you didn't like that he didn't clear the sample, because his religious beliefs. That's crazy. Because you're not making money off of this. Now you're going to leak it because of his religious beliefs to put pressure on him. That's cowardly. That's some sucker stuff. We see artists do this all the time because religious beliefs, they don't allow a song to be cleared. Or because an artist is using profanity, they don't allow a song to be cleared. We saw Michael Jackson only clear a sample for Nas if Nas didn't cuss. Like, this happens all the time. And for Lil Yachty to release the song to Kai Cenat because he wanted to make money off of it, no other reason, and then basically try to bully, that's a bully tactic. That is some sucker stuff. That is clown behavior. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to say other stuff, but frankly, I want to post this online. But that is some sucker-ish. Like, for real, for real. Like, people are all saying, like, oh, he wanted the fans to have the song so bad. And no, he didn't. He wanted to make money. If he really wanted the fans to have it, he could have put it out on SoundCloud. He could have put it out on SoundCloud. He really could have easily did that, which I also don't agree with doing. If he would have put it on SoundCloud, I still would have had an issue. But that's not what he did. He went to the biggest streamer, knowing the song is going to get views, knowing it's going to get people listening to it, to put pressure on them. That's some sucker stuff. That's some you disregarded somebody's whole religion because you wanted to make some money. Because you wanted the song out. Bypassing what that man is like saying. That's crazy to me. That is nonsense. And like, I see why him and Drake hang out now. Because this type of behavior is the same behavior that Drake has inhibited. Same type of behavior. Like, why would you think that's a okay to do? Okay thing to do. In what world is that okay? Like, the little bit of respect that I had, I lost it. Because that is insane and that is weak. And you got people begging for the song, they begging for the song, they begging for the song. And frankly, if you are as creative as you claim you are, go get back in the studio and change up some stuff. Show us that you're creative. Y'all went with the same stale recipe that, yes, the song would have been a hit, but it's a stale recipe. It's the same exact, like there's 20 other Drake songs like that, Drake features like that. It wasn't nothing special. But that is some sucker stuff. Oh God, bro. I lost the little respect that I had for that man. I don't like him though. It's a known fact. But I don't want to focus on him. Let me just give the song of the week and let's get up out of here. Song of the week, Daju, Rain.
I just got used to the rain. Your sunshine is filled with some gray. There's so many hours in the day. So stay here, just stay with me. I just got used to the rain. Your sunshine is filled with some gray. There's so many hours in the day. So stay here, just stay with me.
And this has been Open Mic. I've been your host, Jamal Radio Raheem. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, rate us 5 stars, all that type of stuff, man. And I'll catch y'all next week. We out.
Baby.